and congratulations to Stanford. They are the Pac-12 regular season men's champions with the 5-1 victory. And we're glad to have you with us here in Tucson, Arizona on a gorgeous desert night. And a 6-game unbeaten streak is on the line for the Wildcats, headed to the NCAA tournament for the 3rd time in the last 4 years for this senior class. And ASU has held their own, though, Tamara, I think for our audience that's just joining us, it's been safe to say that ASU has held their own, but strong possession so far for Arizona.
Yes, absolutely. Like we're seeing now, Gabby Stoyan really taking it to the Devils. Sun Devil defense able to block shots. Nikki Panas having to make a reach out save earlier. Olive Jones making it difficult for the Arizona attack. There was a earlier offsides call down at the other end of the field from a corner kick, or it was a foul called and collision. At the same time, Arizona State managed to find the back of the net, but of course no goal. Other than that, I would say Arizona has experienced most of the possession.
And Cesar waited a moment ago for Stevens to slide on by. The crowd, for those of you that have just joined us, is an outstanding soccer crowd tonight. These seats are full at Mulcahy Stadium. Mater's got numbers against her, into the hands of Lainey Burdett, the junior.
Mater's working hard up there.
High school. That's a crowd.
That is a crowd. That's what you expect at an Arizona versus Arizona State matchup. People show up. This game is big. A lot of pride on the line here.
She's Temerus Lane. She's played in this matchup wearing a Sun Devils jersey and played all over the world professionally too. We welcome and are excited for her insights. I'm Darren Sutton, glad to have you with us for those that have just joined. And again, congratulations to the Stanford men with that victory, the regular season champs.
Well, that goes for the men and the women. Stanford having secured their championship in women's Pac-12 soccer last weekend against USC. A superb victory, having finished 3-1.
Whistles are dead even, 3 apiece. With regard to fouls, that is. Shots, 6, 1 on goal for the Wildcats, 1 shot not on goal for the Devils. That's the possession we're talking about.
Yeah, Sun Devils are really struggling to connect once they finally get the ball to the likes of Mater. Here she goes again. Of course, it's the same story. She's alone. Sun Devil players, her teammates have to catch up for her in order to connect, so she's not the only one taking on the solid Wildcat defense.
Sam Velasco, the sophomore, was back. Leah Carrillo, the freshman, both back. And Cesar, a freshman, playing important minutes as well. Trying to get it up front to Chrysler. She races toward that corner. Quick turn, and that's a throw. They are, as we mentioned earlier, a team that's approaching 100 corner kicks on the year. This won't be one of them.
That's a lot.
So here's the difference in the per match, right? And it is. And 5.6 per match for Arizona. What does that mean? ASU 3.4. That's 2 extra corners per match.
Well, in talking to Coach Amato, he said the same thing. He said, wow, that sounds like a lot. However, what it represents is our ability to get down to the end line, get into the attack, and generate opportunities. Whether they're shots on goal, runs down the flank, looking to cross it in, taking those deflections, those corners are imperative and really crucial to Pac-12 women's soccer. So many matches have been determined on set pieces. Tonight could be one of those nights.
What a great effort here by Mater.
Now we're starting to see just a little bit of what it looks like to be a Sun Devil versus a Wildcat.
There you go, we just saw it again. We came back from the replay
there
and we
go.
saw it
there
again.
It was.
Feisty Madison Stark, as we said, the heartbeat of this team. Defensively, not about to give in.
Well, no, and you don't. And when you see one of your teammates go down with something similar, it kind of gives you the energy to stand together on those. I'm surprised we haven't seen more of that in in terms of those one-on-one battles, the quality defending, the hard tackles. As the game ticks on, I'm sure we'll start to see that kind of rivalry mentality spice up a little. I can tell you the emotion runs deep when you step on the field against your rival, especially if you're a senior. Then you see the other seniors not just fighting for a victory, you're fighting for pride, the whole community, city to city, Phoenix to Tucson, university to university. There's a lot on the line, and bragging rights. Close to the top of the list, of course, for Coach Amato and
number 2, Christina Edwards,
postseason.
or
This
number 10,
is about
Jasmine
whether or
Mater.
not they'll be able to host.
Christina Edwards comes on, the sophomore. She's got 3 goals this year, 22 shots, 9 between the sticks. She played in 17 of 19 matches her freshman season, had a goal and a pair of assists. The sophomore out of Bend, Oregon, Edwards is on. Defense has had to work for the Devils, but they have, and they've worked effectively. Madison Wolf clears that one out. By the way, this is a weapon. This throw is a weapon in C-zone. Not a flip throw, but it's that. It's that deep.
Yeah, that's still strength. Takes a few bounces. The defense should do better than that.
Sets the opportunity, and it just trickles wide. Abby Bennett, who stepped on the pitch a moment ago.
Those kind of clearances in the backfield, when you're able to get your head on it, you want to see it go up and out. So you're not laying it up, essentially, for your opponents to have a strike like we just saw.
Clifford gets it up front, and Bennett almost had another shot. That's a freshman and a sophomore. That's the thing that's interesting. We told you about Gabby, and she's worth talking about all day long, but there are young players playing big and winning minutes for Arizona. That's got to be exciting for Amato. Here they go into the corner again. Stoyan will take this one. Far post. Turn. Burn. Is it buried? It is! It's a Wildcat goal!
Set up the perfect time.
And Arizona framing the goal, making sure that they're putting that one in the back of the net. Watch this ball. It looks as though it's going to cross the run of play, and where the mistake was made defensively was not allowing that ball to continue on. It bounces back in right in time for Arizona to capitalize, making it 1-0. The Wildcats go up in the 38th minute.
Hannah Clifford with her second goal of the year. Oh, by the way, her other in a 2-2 draw with UCLA. Hannah Clifford with that goal out of South Salem High School in Salem, Oregon. She's been so important, especially with Amanda Porter going down and not being able to play meaningful minutes until last weekend.
It's a big goal, a scrappy one at that. Credit to the Wildcats seeing that one all the way through. Goalkeeper Nikki Panis did everything she could. And you can hear the fans celebrating. Here's the net cam. Nikki Panis does well. Reaching in, but the relentlessness of Clifford just secures this one for the Wildcats.
You saw Natalie Stevens back. She was hoping to take a swipe at it, and Natalie just came up empty. Stoyan sits down. Amanda Porter is on. And she's a fun one to watch. Super crafty, slips people in a lot. Keep an eye on number 2 in white. And she's wearing that knee brace. We'll see her out there in just a bit. There she is. Game-winning goal against BYU earlier this year. Porter's got a pair of goals. She also scored a goal against UCLA.
Nice footwork here. Turns that one over after all. Good playing, making. Callie Chrysler.
Kind of sums her up, doesn't it, playmaker?
Yeah, absolutely. She's got the technical ability, the vision, and really the relationship with the likes of Gabby Stoyan, who's currently on the far side. Did she substitute?
I think she stepped off.
She did step off, didn't she? So depending then now on Chrysler is even more important because she's that playmaker that can combine.
Well, she's got the kids up front. Porter's up front, freshman. She's got Clifford up front, freshman. And Chrysler, it's not an accident. She's got 7 assists. You want to talk about a compliment, as Jada Talley. We were hoping to see her out there a moment ago, but instead, boy, this is great. Brianna Duckett comes on. Number 8 on that white jersey. Duckett, a freshman out of Rancho Cucamonga, California.
It's a tough turn. There it is. That physicality that comes along with the rivalry. Getting stuck in.
Pretty physical for Devin Kelsey. 3-time All-League competitor at Los Osos High School in Southern California.
Just finding that intentional play forward for the Sun Devils is what I'm looking to see more of. Every time that ball goes up, they're finding that target. And then around that outside of the box, it's trouble as they face the Wildcat defense and look to combine. They can combine 1 or 2 more passes, might have a better opportunity on frame.
And Cizo will test out an arm that would have been welcome in Houston or Los Angeles in the World Series with that throw. Matter of fact, the Dodgers could have used this arm right here.
They could have indeed.
Late last night. Boy, she fires it almost to the 6.
Wow, that's a difficult clearance, but the Sun Devils managed to get it up and out. And great energy there from McGarry. Tracking back. The offsides call. And
this match is not disappointed, though it has been dominated by Arizona. They have outshot their visitors from Tempe 9-1, 3 on goal. Looking to create, looking for some help. If not, trying to set up a corner.
Jones, quality on the defense, still not out of bounds. The entire ball has to go over the line. Frustration starting to beat down that defender. She's shaking her head like, come on, where's the whistle? Number 22. Madison Stark. Yep.
We'll talk to both coaches at the half and hang with us at halftime. Kay Rooney is in studio. Highlights from today's soccer action. It's a big win today for Oregon State. 1-0 win over Oregon, their rivals. Oregon, who ends up in the corner a lot like Arizona, had 14 overall but didn't capitalize on any of them. Natalie Higgins for Oregon State in the 83rd minute, her 3rd goal of the season on a free kick. You'll see those pictures. So Kate is standing by. Preview of the drive, Arizona Wildcats football as well.
Rivalry night, rivalry weekend tomorrow. More matchups. UCLA takes on USC at Drake Stadium. I think I've heard rumors that UCLA is trying to beat USC's record at the Coliseum from 2 seasons previous of 10,000 in attendance. They can do it.
That's outstanding. Gabby Stoyan watching right now, the senior with 3 shots, none on goal.
Angela Boyle doing well in the air defensively. Some great combination play up top. Christina Edwards takes it down, earns a corner.
Right there back with Edwards, Samantha Velasco, the sophomore, the youngest of 5 out of Newport Beach, California. Well, here is an opportunity for ASU. Devin Kelsey bends that one.
It's good defensive play from the Wildcats, keeping that one going. General rule is you either send it back to where it came from or the direction up and out, or if you can't do that, you keep it going as to avoid the center of the pitch where the shot percentage is higher.
5 seconds to go in this half. Wildcats. Strong possessions. Outshot ASU 9-1. They worked hard, they created, they worked from the back. Their defense again set the tone. And here is Hannah Clifford's.
Great corner. It goes a little far, and a misstep there from Sun Devil defense results in a Hannah Clifford goal. A little scrappy, but a goal nonetheless. 1-0, Wildcats move into the second half.
Tony Amato, from the moment you brought Hannah Clifford on campus, you thought that she would be able to deliver. It's been a journey for her this season, and yet another huge goal. Quickly describe Clifford's journey until we stand here tonight.
Well,
A big difference in shots, corners, it's rare.
Amato, I was going to ask him about the same player. That means we're watching the same game.
And I just pretend like I know the sport and lean on your expertise. It's fun when young players are fun, and that's never a knock on the seniors. But to earn quality and big minutes as a freshman in this conference, you've got to be special.
It's true, and you know, youth is amazing because you come in with fresh set of eyes. Nothing can really prepare you for the college game unless you're playing at the international like college. So once you get your feet wet, you start to understand the difference in competitiveness, the speed of play, the strength of players, and the quality that you're up against. Only then will you learn to rise to the occasion and find your own confidence within it. So when you see young players stepping out of their shell and becoming who they're meant to be as players, it's always exciting.
Jess Marie Mater couldn't catch up with that one a moment ago, and so Natalie Stevens does her best to keep it ASU possession. There's Mater in the first half. Again, she was very, very busy but unable to manage a shot. The lone shot, Gemma Perfield, it was not between the sticks. It was not on goal for ASU. Stumble there and a great recovery.
Mater does well to possess and bring the ball into the attacking third. But again, it's about finding her teammates in the areas of opportunity. She's drawn in defenders. She's taken out one defender, depending on how deep she gets into the attacking third, maybe 2. And then she's creating space for her Sun Devil teammates to catch up. And we just haven't seen enough of that yet. Credit to the Arizona Wildcats defense because they managed to keep her shotless, as you've mentioned.
And the Wildcat defense has been the story all year long. Lena Burdett had it in her hands, the keeper out of Las Vegas, Nevada for the Wildcats just a moment ago. And she's fun. This is a fun player to be around when you're playing goal with that defense in front of you. We don't have a lot of chances to talk about you with just a couple of opportunities, but she may have one right now. Perfield could break through. Perfield draws the whistle. Here is your ASU opportunity.
Gemma Perfield is the player to keep your eyes on for the Sun Devils as she grows here with this program. Obviously the transfer coming with Coach Winkworth from South Alabama. She's incredible first touch, beating that defender, and just the awareness to know that her space was on the inside. She cuts to the inside and with pace draws this foul. She earned this one nonetheless. Angela Boyle will step up. We'll see if this is to be a shot or a cross. It looks like they're lining up for a cross. Boyle goes for a shot. If you're gonna strike that, let's put some fire on it, huh?
Yeah, and then chance for Burdett. And if this were a practice, if this were just Arizona and her teammates around, she would have let her hear about it, Angela Boyle, because she is known in practice to let all that strike against her constantly hear about how they came up empty. Lainey Burdett is one of the voices and the mouths of this program, and her coaching staff and her teammates love it. Always encouraging. Tony Amato says, I always know when I need energy. Lainey, let's get him going, start talking. But after a while, I may have to turn and say, Lainey, stop talking now.
Fair enough. And you want a talkative goalkeeper. I'm a center back. I played in the back line, all over the place. Besides you, there's no one else with eyes except the goalkeeper. Yeah, that's a high kick here. This is the reaction. It looks like it clipped her a little in either the mouth or the nose. Indirect free kick.
Brianna Duckett took that boot and coming out aggressively, defensively. A bit of a collision, Nikki Panis.
Nikki Panis goes up looking to punch this one out, a two-handed punch out, and ends up knocking her own teammate. Everybody's all right. Everybody walked away from that collision.
This was 5.43 saves per match. A Canadian native off the head of Amanda Porter.
It's a good redirection from Porter, just not enough pace.
First shot on goal for the Sun Devils. But tried to slip it right through to Natalie Stevens, unable to do so. Kinnicker right back to Porter.
Porter cuts in on her left. I like that idea. She just can't beat none other than Olive Jones. She is having a match.
Yeah, she really is doing a fine job.
This is a great cross. I like the look of it. The runner is exactly where she's meant to be. She puts her head on it, redirects it, but Panis is there to make the save.
Duckett, the freshman. Young players, key time. They're looking for space. Fires that one.
Panis has to come out and get that one with authority. Cleared out nonetheless. She hesitated. Looked like there's a little hand injury there. You know what that's like. You wouldn't think there'd be so many hand injuries in soccer. But you use your arms enough. Defending, keeping your distance. Both of my thumb ligaments don't work anymore.
So you're not good with the thumbs up selfie that everyone else, all the rest of us do.
I try my best to avoid those.
Got it.
But guilty as charged, I still do it.
That's what you're talking about.
Let's take a look. This one, yeah, look. Protects her face. That's right on the edge. That could have been a dangerous call. That one was Devin Kelsey. A little stinger on the hands. Looks like she's still shaking that one off.
Kelsey's had a really nice run here at ASU. The sophomore selected for U18, U19 U.S. national team camps in the past. Whistle that time. Goes against Charlotte Brasha, the senior.
Good stand-up play here. She gets the ball. Ends up just getting taken down by the Wildcat.
Charlotte, one of 5 seniors honored this past weekend. Callie Chrysler and Charlotte Brascia, of course, Gabby Stoyan, Brandy Park, who unfortunately was unable to go in this one.
Lots of space here for Stoyan. She's going to switch the point of attack.
Chrysler leaves it into the corner for Brascia.
That's a great run in. Gabby Stoyan.
And we mentioned, of course, Jackie Bollinger, the 5th senior. What a great weekend it was last weekend.
Emotional one. Those senior games, they can get you. You've put so much time, energy, commitment, passion. Shed so many tears. Drawn blood. All for this beautiful game that we love so much.
Far post coming up empty. Stoyan bent that one, a couple of players down, but getting back up.
A little too close for comfort for Nikki Panas here. Good body positioning there by the target forward. That could be obstruction, similar to the goal that was called back.
And as she was moving out, moving forward, Stevens colliding with Sam Falasco. She's a risk taker, there's no doubt. She plays it as if at times she is a center mid playing between the sticks, and she will take chances a lot.
Yeah, and your job, if your assignment, if you're Sam Falasco and your assignment is to be in front of that goalkeeper, it's to disrupt things. It's to make it difficult for her to see the ball, make her adjust and move around you so that she's not in supreme ideal position. Nikki Panas is not a taller goalkeeper. She has to play as though she's taller than she is. But if you put a taller player in front of her, it makes her job a lot more difficult and challenging.
Velasco settled it down only to send it deep, back up over the top. And Olive Jones will keep it at ground level. ASU trying to get something going offensively. Whistles tell us that Arizona maybe has been a little bit more aggressive across the board with 7 fouls whistled and just 4 for ASU. McGarry has it end up in the hands of Lainey Burdett. Burdett, by the way, 23 saves in this unbeaten streak. 23 in the 6-game unbeaten streak. Lainey had that unique opportunity of enrolling early. That one is taken away nicely.
In the spring?
Yes.
And that makes a big difference. These days you're hearing about it all the more frequently. I remember we have a whole conference full of incredible scholars.
This is Morgan McGarry, by the way.
Nice 1-2 here. Great cross. Looking to make something happen. Panas ends up confident with the ball.
That ended up being a shot. That one redirected right into the hands.
Yep. Gemma does what she does, cutting to the inside. Let's see if she can have a strike. That did well on the end of that one.
By the way, that shot a moment ago, if we didn't mention it, Charlotte Brascia was with that boot a little bit higher, right above the waist, trying to redirect it. If you think about Panas in that situation, as quickly as it happened,
had to make that adjustment.
That's an interesting, I mean, from about 6 inches away. So that athleticism comes into play, that kind of freak athleticism, if you will.
No call there as Sun Devils come up with the ball. Stoyan goes down.
Angela Boyle defensively playing physically, the junior out of Anthem, Arizona, the transfer from Oklahoma.
This is an important transition here for the Sun Devils, played into the feet of the center backs.
All it takes is one. You can outshoot your opponent. It's 12-3 right now, but all it takes is one.
That's the thing with this game. Resilience, persistence, and determination can change the outcome.
Stevens.
Just lacking a little sense of urgency here in front of goal. It's almost as if each of them are pointing at the other saying, no, you take it, you take it. Who's hungry for a goal? That's what I'm saying if I'm Coach Winkworth. Who's going to step up and take this ball with confidence and determination to have a solid strike and test out Burdette? Give her something she's got to work for.
Right off between the shoulder blades, and a great effort there. Charlotte Brasher had it on her foot. Brasher saying that is not a foul.
It's a nice shoulder-to-shoulder battle here as Brasha completes her run after Panis clears this one out.
Levi Rippey, the referee, disagreeing with her pleas, obviously called it very decisively.
I'm sure Brasha was a little bit frustrated from the defense.
Charlotte's fun and energetic to be around as well. Charlotte off the pitch has had a great year. She was saying, Charlotte Brasher, I've changed my major 3 and 4 times. Thought I wanted to do what Temerus does in broadcast. And she had a great internship with a family member last summer, Charlotte Brasher did, in the construction industry and the administrative side, and learned a ton. And she's got a different perspective now on where she may be going, not communication and journalism, but into the business side of life. Those are things we don't get to talk about enough when they're out on the pitch, but Brasher really coming of age off the pitch as well.
Yeah, and those decisions will change. Your experience with them will. But I'll tell you what, soccer gives you great tools to adapt and pursue whatever you choose. You know what it takes to work hard, be accountable, and learn through failures to find success.
Kylie Minifield cleared that one out nicely. She hangs back, running right through the soccer ball. Kennedy Kinnicker. Duckett sits down. Haley Mazzola comes onto the pitch, the redshirt sophomore out of Broomfield High School in Colorado.
Nice play here from the Wildcats as they connect on top of the box, looking for some shots. A challenge for the Sun Devils once they make these clearances from a high pressed attack is collecting the ball and maintaining possession. It's kind of hard with the sole forward and Mater.
Porter tried to slip into the backside. That one sailed over the outstretched arms of Nikki Panis.
Credit to Gemma Perfield there on the end. She was in the right place, forcing Amanda Porter to have to jump and challenge, missing the ball entirely. Nikki Panis was a little off her line. Now the Sun Devils will counterattack.
Minifield gets it to Jessica Raby, strikes from the 18. And a beautiful save by Lady Burdette. Folks, that was a laser beam, and it started with the run from Kylie Minifield. Beautiful, beautiful combination here.
Such an exciting build-up and a counterattack for the Sun Devils. Jessica Raby having a brilliant strike, but not enough to beat Lainey Burdett.
That had the look of danger if you're Tony Amato and his squad. Just no numbers there for ASU.
Yeah, Sun Devils have to do a much better job on transition, starting in the back, pressing their players forward at a much faster pace if they want to catch up to the likes of Mater. Clearly the counterattack is where they have great opportunities to produce something. But if it's 1v4, 1v3, 5, it's going to be tough for Mater to do that all on her own. She is that target forward. She can hold up the ball. She can run it down. But we haven't seen so many shots.
Rasha pushing, and it sets up an Arizona corner.
With a bright full moon this evening. Beautiful night for football. The real football, I should say, soccer.
Stoyan from the corner. Gabby out of Pinnacle High School in Scottsdale, Arizona, bends it in front of the mouth, and Panis comes out aggressive.
Panis does well to get her hands on that one despite Arizona's stature inside the 6-yard box. Again, now looking for the Sun Devils to press forward and close down this space. Gemma Perfield is Jessica Raby. There's great work there from Nikki Panis, coming out strong, doing everything she can to beat her player to the ball.
Rasha, who was involved in what was a collision with Panis there a moment ago, comes off. Jada Talley, talented freshman out of Corona, California, Santiago High School. When you watch Talley and watch her play, she seems and plays a lot taller than 5'9". See her in your screen right now, middle of the screen in white. Fairfield tried to run that one through, but 11 met 11, and McGarry took it away.
A long touch there, recovered by the Wildcats, and now they're into their attacking third.
Porter with the give and go. Talley sends it back instead to Kinnicker.
Great clearance there.
Whistle goes against the Cats. .66 the minute. Wildcats 1-0.
Sun Devils have numbers up.
Anna Clifford in the 38th minute with a goal from a corner kick. Look at the choice by Burdett, just right up and over.
That's mine, thank you, she says, as she collects that one off the top, over the top of a Sun Devil player, challenging there. Quick counter.
Chrysler found her way through. It'll be a corner.
Take a look as Burnett just comes up and over the top. That's a great save. Jessica Raby challenges. Lainey Burdett, quality goalkeeping right there.
Charlotte Rasha assisted. Hannah Clifford scored it in the 38th minute, the lone goal in this game for Arizona. The 5th corner for the Wildcats. Stoyan bends it out front. A nice help in the back.
Jumbled around in there. Sun Devils manage a clearance, and now they still have numbers back. Stoyan will take it to him.
Well, that's a good long run, too.
Good run and a quality tackle Comes up with the ball. Oh, it's a foot race.
Mader turns, burns, fires into the back of the net.
She may not have taken so many shots on the night, but when she does, boy, does she make it count. What a golazo from Mader, stepping up big time for the Sun Devils. The number 10, with pace and confidence, puts it on her left foot. She finds side netting, beating Lainey Burdett. Excellent goal. It is now equal, 1-1. The Sun Devils have came to play.
How good does that feel? 13 in her career, but her first of the year. She's got 4 assists. And Jazz Marie Mader earned that when she cleared her space. It was the fancy footwork that gave her the look. But then it was the laser beam, the closing strike that did it. 1-1 at this point.
That's that hunger, that pride. The Sun Devil pride showing up in Wildcat territory that says, hey, I'm gonna make a difference today. I've come to play.
In the 68th minute. The edge of the 18, left foot. All of a sudden, we've got a brand new contest. Mader leaves it for Stevens. Let's see if Jazz can win this race. Velasco's out front with her. Nice job by Samantha Velasco to keep it as a throw.
Good recovery there from Velasco. She had some heat on her feet, the likes of the goal scorer, the equalizer, Jazz Marie Mader. Sun Devils found some energy.
That looks to pick up the pace. There's that one shot her way by Gemma Perfield. At times, it appears, Perfield number 11, that there are more than one number 11s on the field. It feels like Perfield is so many places at once.
She's got to be. She's got a different experience, having been tabbed as the Mac Herman Trophy watch list, coming out of South Alabama. She has a lot of experience to contribute. Different playing style.
And to settle it and slide it on through. And Tally special.
Finds a little nutmeg there. Cleared out. And the number 34, Angela Boyle.
What does that tell me, by the way, if I'm watching in Perfield, a midfielder who plays back a lot, is the most dangerous scorer on the team? What does that tell me?
Well, that you're having a defensive season. If you're seeing a dangerous player who can generate goals, not only generate them, but score them and finish them, that your season is got you on the hills a bit. Another collision here. We anticipated this. Now this is what we anticipate. I've experienced it. You've been in these games. Things get tighter. Sun Devils have now equalized with the Wildcats, and suddenly people are just going in a bit harder. There's cleats up. That's just dangerous every single time.
And so the 7th yellow card handed out to the Wildcats this season.
Velasco receiving that caution. Jazz Marie Mader gets up and back to the front as a target.
It was a big strike by Angela Boyle. As Tally looks to flip it backwards with a header. One goal apiece. This is an interesting series because this year Arizona has had the superior season, but when you look all time at this series, it's ASU dominated. Amato's team and those coaches that have come before him. 3-17-1, the Wildcats against ASU. Or better said, on a positive side, ASU is 17-3 with one draw all time against the Cats.
Yeah, as a Sun Devil, no matter what kind of season we had, taking care of this game was crucial for our confidence, our team unity, and really making a statement in this conference. Great footwork there.
Arizona won it, by the way, last year. Sam Velasco with a header in Tempe, Arizona 1-0 final. The Cats won it last year.
I'd like to see more from Devin Kelsey. She's got the ability. She just demonstrated some of her technical ability on the ball. She just takes players on a bit with more authority and confidence. I think we can see more out of her. She's a connector.
Kylie Minifield tried to push it through a moment ago. It was Minifield who set up Jazz Mater with the goal. Minifield again, that time she draws the whistle. The sophomore out of Chandler, Arizona.
That's a tough call. I think our center official has his hands full for the remainder of the night. We're going to see a lot of these battles. Players going in strong. Sometimes a little too strong.
Levi Rippey, our center official. On each side, Alicia Messer and Mario Koss. Line judges.
As he gets that one up and out. Again, it's Jazz Marie. No foot race.
Kavara turns it around for the Cats.
Good pace there from Kavara.
He was trying to set up Manny Bennett, who was racing inside of the 18 for a connection. So there again, has Kavara backpedaling.
Again, I like the ambition. She finished that one last time, but if you saw the Wildcats just surrounding her as she was trying to find her footing outside of the box, there was only one other Sun Devil that was working to catch up with her. It's a lot of work to do that all on your own.
Played her prep soccer locally in
Spell of possession. Abby Stoyan recovers, and now the Wildcats will find the corners, looking to shave some time off that clock. Stoyan is poised to finish her career as one of the most decorated players the Wildcats have ever seen. 29 goals, 21 assists for Stoyan. Really a culture shifter here at, along with Tony Amato.
Gabby assisting on the decisive goal. At this point, it's a decisive goal at the 75th minute to Amanda Porter. If she's not scoring, she is doing her best to make those around her better. That's her 22nd career assist to go along with 29 career goals.
She's second all-time here at University of Arizona. It's quite a feat in terms of goals scored. Just over 2 minutes left on the clock. We'll see if the Sun Devils can respond. Take numbers getting forward. Seeing a slashing run through here, the center of the pitch.
2 minutes to go in this one. Oh, there's an effort to create. And again, all it takes is one more. pull this match even. And it looks like for a moment Kelsey is down. Devin having a hard time getting up for ASU.
That was a tough one. No call. Referee calls advantage. I'm not so sure going into the sideline there would be much of one, but no call nonetheless. ASU take the throw in quickly.
The daughter of Cindy and Frank, the sibling of Tyler and Cade, Lainey Burdett. She has had a spectacular career in her junior year. Early is here for a spring to get the lay of the land. You've got maybe a little more work to do though.
Sun Devils looking for a corner, but it will be a goal kick as we wind down the final 20 seconds of this match.
Ten, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3.
The regular season comes to an end. In a hard-fought battle for ASU, Arizona comes out on top as they prepare for another trip to the NCAA tournament, and in all likelihood hosting here a point of pride for Tony Amato. The seniors on this squad in their 4th year, 3 of those 4 years, they have been to the tournament. No Hat squad has ever done it. 2-1 is the final score. Kate Rooney is standing by for our sports report update back in the San Francisco Network studios. East Empress Lane, I'm Darren Sutton. This was a fun one to call tonight. The regular season finale goes to the Wildcats. Have a great weekend, everyone.